Nation, it's your favorite nurse Jasmine, and I'm back today with another video. So today officially marks the first day of my FNP program, and I'm very excited but still very nervous. If you guys watched last week's video, you know that some of my classes opened early. Well, actually only one was available to me early, but I felt like it would only be appropriate for me to do an actual sit down video and let you guys know what classes I will be taking this semester, how my semester is kind of set up, how I'm preparing, and if I'm still nervous or not. So if you're interested in all of these things, make sure you continue to watch. So I'm going to start off with telling you guys how long the class is and how the program is kind of set up. So I am a full-time student. I did do the full-time 2-year route. I'm going for my FNP and not my DNP, simply because I'm military, and as of right now, I don't know how long I'll be here. But the school that I'm attending is actually a New York school. New York's education is so strict, and it is so, they just have like their own world up here, their own guidelines, and they actually do not accept preceptors from other schools. So I couldn't do Walden University, and that is one of the major programs that a lot of people go through, so that's why I'm using it as an example, because most of the work is online, and then you have to find your own preceptors that are in your state. And Walden has a lot of preceptors throughout different states, and it's not really hard to get your preceptors approved. However, New York does not allow you to have preceptors here in the state of New York that can be approved elsewhere, like in another state. So that's why I had to choose a school that was in New York. So the way that the program is set up, it is divided into semesters, and all of your classes are 15 weeks. So instead of like most schools like University of Texas at Arlington, which is a school that I've been to before, you usually can do one class at a time, and there are 5 to 8 week classes, and sometimes they overlap one another, but most of the time you get enough time to focus on one class at a time. The school that I'm going to, there are 15-week classes, and either you're part-time or full-time, and that determines how many classes you take a semester. I am currently a full-time student, and I am taking 4 classes this semester, and they're all 15 weeks long. So all 4 classes start at the same time, all 4 classes end at the same time. And that is what is kind of freaking me out the most. I'm used to working on one class at a time. So if all the classes are heavy classes, it really doesn't bother me because I'm just focusing on one class at a time. That's not the case with this school. This school is just like a regular university, and you got to take all your classes at the same time. So I really didn't have any other options. So I've already looked at all of my classes. I have printed out my class syllabus as well as the course schedule, and I have written down due dates for everything. It is going to be a lot. Looking at it on paper, it really looks almost impossible, and the fact that I will still be working part-time is freaking me out even more, just because that means I have a very short period of time to get a lot of things done, and at this point I just am not going to stop working. I'm going to do my best in trying to manage as much as I can. So the first class that I'm going to be taking is clinical pathophysiology. I told you guys last week that this is the class that actually was available to me a week early, and now I see why. It is a lot of work. This definitely looks like it's going to be the course that has the most work, that has the most requirements, that's going to require most of my time. And I see why it is a very important topic, especially going into your clinicals. And I had to do this class first semester because I actually start clinicals come January. So yeah, it is a lot. So right now this class is requiring 1 quiz a week, as well as 3 group projects. So I don't know if you are like me, and I don't like group projects. I personally do not like my grade to rely on someone else's. If I am giving 100%, I want everyone else to give 100%. But if I'm not able to give 100%, I want that to be a reflection of my grade. So if I get a B on the assignment versus an A on the assignment, I want it to be because of me and the work that I put in. And sometimes know that the B was the best that I could do. And I don't want to get a B in a class and that is based on someone else. I just don't like group projects. And the fact that we have to do 3 of them, I'm like, I'm dreading it. The next class that I'm going to be taking is Advanced Health Assessment. This is a class I also have to do this semester because I will be starting clinicals next semester. And this class is actually going to require me to meet on campus once a week. This class, majority of it can be done online. I still have to go in to sit in a classroom and participate once a week. So right now it looks like for finals, I will have to do an adult assessment, a pediatric assessment, just a history and physical write-up, and there's one other thing. Oh, a well woman's exam. And that seems very intimidating because they're going to have actors that is going to come in, and we basically have to do head-to-toe assessments. And I'm used to doing head-to-toe assessments on patients that are intubated and sedated. I'm very good at assessments, which what I feel is good at assessments. And even my patients that are not intubated, I still do a thorough head-to-toe assessment, but I don't have someone that's physically sitting there staring at me and grading, like critiquing me. Yeah, I don't like that. That's just something that I'm very uncomfortable with. I know it is basically to get us prepared for taking actual patients, but I don't know, y'all, that is stressful to me. Yes. Okay, so the third class that I'll be taking is nursing theory. If you have completed your BSN, you've taken a course that is similar to this, and it is just paper heavy. It's a lot of writing. We have a total of 4 papers that will be due this semester, as well as weekly discussions and responses. And I'm just like, ugh, I could do without this class, but yeah. So the last class that I'll be taking this semester is going to be Nurse as an Educator. Surprisingly, I am interested in this class because I would love to, like, as a part-time thing, be a clinical instructor. And so I really want to see if this class is going to break down how to be in the educator role. I know it's only a 15-week class, but I do want to see how the structure of being an educator is. I have been a preceptor to a new grad before, so I kind of know how to get someone who knows nothing into the position of taking patients and adequately providing care, quality care at that. But I just want to see how to better that. So that way, if I am able to be a clinical instructor, not a lecturer, but a clinical instructor, I want to be able to have that as an option. So as far as looking at it on paper, this is also a lot of discussions, a lot of responses. We have weekly discussions. Some weeks we have actually 2 discussions posts. Our post has to be 1 to 2 pages long, so we have to put it in the text box where everyone can see it, but we also have to upload it as an APA format paper, so that way the instructor can critique it and put notes on the side. And then we do have to respond to 4 peers, which right now that seems like a pain in the butt, and we have to make 4 responses 4 different days. So you really need to get your post in really early in the week, so that way you have enough time to respond to 4 people and then respond to those who are responding to you, which sounds like a headache. I like to sit down, do my posts early in the week, and then I like to take one day and respond to as many people as possible. So the fact that she's making us break it up into days is really annoying. So whatever. Okay guys, so that wraps up all the courses that I will be taking this semester. I will be doing a lot more vlog style videos just because I'm going to be very, very busy this semester, and I hope you guys understand that. I hope you subscribe and follow me along this journey, because right now it seems like it's going to be a very, very hard journey. And make sure to turn on your notification button so that way you will be notified every single time I post a video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And until the next video, I'll talk to all of you huns later. Love you. Bye. Motivate, 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 get money, motivate, 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 motivate.